Hello everyone, Kevin coming from you from Town Center Automotive. I want to say thank you to all of our raving fans that's been reaching out to us, and I like to say thank you especially to our new customers and our continuing customers. Without you, we would not have a place in the community. So really, again, I really appreciate everything that you guys have been doing. So today I'd like to talk to you about ethanol. Ethanol is one of those fuels that I don't agree with, but the government has required it in a lot of gasoline. And here's the reason why I don't agree with ethanol. So ethanol, when you look at ethanol, it is a molecule that actually creates carbon, it creates water, it creates all kinds of problems with your vehicle. So when you start using more ethanol than you use with gasoline, usually ethanol, I guess a great example is ethanol rusts stainless steel. The one that's really not supposed to rust, it rusts it. So I think that one of those things that you need to look at is how can you help that? So we have two things. We have a dryer conditioner that we put in your gas tank, and the other is doing a fuel induction service that we've talked about before in the past. Those fuel induction services really help lubricate and clean the carbon. You need to clean the carbon because that carbon creates so many more problems. Just like oils we've talked about in the past, if you don't have the right oils, you're going to create a sludge issue. If you start using that kind of fuel all the time, and if you have been using that fuel and didn't know it, you're going to create more issues. You got to clean that carbon up. You got to clean that sludge up. You know, if you do those both at the same time, it really manifests into a much better driving vehicle. I've seen customers come back and actually get as much as 4 miles to the gallon better. I've actually had a customer shoot me a screenshot and said, wow, I've never had this much fuel mileage increase in my entire life. This is the second tank of gas, and I feel like it's still going up. It's not going to happen on every single vehicle. Every single vehicle is different depending on what kind of fuel you use, what kind of how you drive. So just remember that there's a lot of things entailed to all that. So the last thing I want to talk about and just put this out here is, make sure that if you're using a fuel additive, make sure you're using the right one. And if you're not sure, give us a call. The ones that are an alcohol based are typically the ones that are going to separate water from gasoline, and those are the ones that are going to create the most problems. So you definitely don't want water through your system, and water does help create carbon. So think about those items, think about what you want to do for yourself, and if you have questions, have us come in. We do a complimentary inspection. Talk to us, see what you want to do. 503-770-8787, and you can like us on our Facebook page, Town Center Transmissions. We are Town Center Automotive, and towncenter-automotive.com. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are staying safe. Speak to you soon. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.